the last video that I did, you all, if you go ahead and watch that, you would know that one of my contracts are coming to an end effective the end of this month. Yeah, so I'm still working through that. And because of how I'm paid with the client, I'm paid on a net 30. That means the work that I do, I get paid 30 days later. So that essentially means for all of the work that I do in October, I invoice by November 1st. So I will get a November paycheck, and the last paycheck will come in December. So I have to get on the ball on what is going to happen. And since I work for myself, that is going out scouting for more clients to fill that gap of income, because it is a significant portion of the income. Oh my goodness, yes. I am so happy they canceled that meeting, because I was not trying to go to that meeting. So now I have more time on my hands to do what I need to do, and I'm about to head out. So let's go, because I have some things to do to get ready for the day. So what I'm doing right now is I'm leveraging my network. I'm a strong proponent of utilizing your network, utilizing the resources that you have available to you. I always say LinkedIn, because I have found every contract that I have ever been a part of on LinkedIn. And I know LinkedIn sucks. Yes, I think it's terrible. I don't even know what it has turned into. Honestly, it turned into like a Facebook, Instagram or something, because people are doing everything on there except finding jobs. But if you know how to use LinkedIn, it could definitely be beneficial. So I was able to get on a call with one of my contacts, and I told him, hey, I have availability. It was just as simple as that. I said, I have availability. I don't know if you have any implementation work coming up, but I am available now, effective October 31st. And when at first they told me, hey, well, it's, like I just said, it's the fourth quarter. We really don't have anything, but we will let you know. So I said, okay, that's fine. So I just got back from the store and getting some clothes. I had to rush back because I have a meeting that I have to be a part of, because I have to make sure that it's being recorded so I can chop down the footage into bite-sized pieces later on. But it's happening right now, so I'll check back in with you guys once this is over. Or you're talking shit about the person. Exactly, you never know, because it's always some foolishness happening. Okay, so did you go to the hackathon? Oh my gosh, you should have went. I be trying to tell y'all. It was today. Y'all don't be reading shit I be putting out, huh? Y'all look crazy. Y'all look crazy. Okay, so let's just catch up on a few things. This has turned into a really, really busy day. There is a lot going on, a lot of moving pieces, a lot of meetings, and anyone that follows me knows I do not like a lot of meetings. I like my calendar to be very minimal and only get on it when I have to. But for some reason, there's a lot of fires I have to put out today. So I have to deal with that. But let me get some ginger ale so we can have a quick chat. I know it's always something. I'm leaving everything downstairs because I can't. I have to have time to myself for a second here. I've just been ripping and running all day, but there are some things that I want to address here. And the first part is about the business and the direction that the business is going in. The obvious thing is I'm going to have to build back the business. I'm going to have to build back the business stronger and better than where it was before. This all comes a part of it. Whenever you do client work, yes, the client can choose to keep you or they can choose to move on. In this case, it was an organization as a whole. It had nothing to do with my performance. They just paused the project. Now, what the lady did tell me is that if they decide to pick up in January, then she wants to definitely keep me in mind for that. But at this time, it is halted and they have no target date of when it's going to start. All right, that's fine. We can't cry over things that happen like that. That happens all the time. That being said, that particular client is on a net 30. That means the work that I do in the previous month, I don't get paid until it's invoiced, and then it comes 30 days later. So the work that I'm doing right now for October, that won't be paid. That won't be paid until December, which will be my last paycheck with that client altogether. I am going to get a paycheck for November, and that was the work that was performed in September. And additionally to that, also have my second client that I still do work for. That project is still ongoing, and that could possibly get extended, but we just have to play it by ear because this is the implementation space, and anyone who's in that space, they already know things can get off track really, really quickly. But at first, when this all happened, I was completely devastated. I was completely devastated because number one, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, why is all of this happening? I just can't believe this. Like, oh my goodness, it's like blow after blow after blow. But you know what? Having to have time to really take it all in, I realized like things happen for a reason. Things happen for a reason. When one door closes, another one opens. Because I told y'all I was tired. I was tired. I told y'all I was traveling 1,800 miles a week just to go to the client. And I was tired. I was done. And then, you get there, you have to put on, your consulting hat after you just flew. I mean, I know it's not their problem, but y'all, I was tired. In and out of airports and all of that. I was just tired. So inadvertently, this was, I guess, my way out. It was my way out. And I had to look at that. I was like, you know what? Maybe, Jackie, this is pushing you in another direction. And that's what I want to talk about next. Another direction for me. In addition to the consulting work that I do for big firms or major corporations, I also have my own personal branding and one-on-one coaching that I do on the side. And so many people in my personal life have asked me, hey, Jackie, can you really open up those sessions? Now, the reason why I didn't before was because it was very time consuming. It was time consuming. I had two clients, two big clients. And when it all was said and done, the only time I really had to do individual sessions was anytime after 5, which worked for them. I mean, that's perfect. You get off work and then you can have these accountability sessions. But I'm the type that if I can't show up, and I'm not just talking about like physically showing up, I don't want to engage in it at all. So the few individual clients that I did have, that ended at the early part of this year around, I want to say May. Yeah, around May. And I haven't taken on any more personal clients after that. But now what has happened, since the release of this video, I've gotten bookings, like bookings for services. And I was like, at first I was like, oh my goodness, like, is this something that I want to do? But when you book me, you get to fill out this form and say exactly what it is that you want help with. And I was like, you know what? Maybe this is the route that I need to take. I need to focus on this part of the business too. because before the big clients came, that's what I was doing. I had individual sessions, and that's how I was making it by. So I said, okay, well then, so I started to open up my calendar, and lo and behold, I ended up with 3 bookings. I have one tonight at 5:30. I don't know how long this vlog will go, but if we can capture it, we will capture it. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then, of course, a new venture. Well, it's not really new because I've been on social media for a year now, but we have our main channel and things are picking up over there, because on that channel is where we interview landlords or people that are in real estate. And we have a couple of things coming down the pipeline. And I'm very, very excited because our last one did really, really well. And that channel is picking up steam in a really, really positive direction. And of course, it's this channel now. So, I mean, I had this channel, and let me just tell you how things work. I had this channel since November of last year. And anybody that does YouTube, you know that you need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 hours of watch time. But what a lot of people don't talk about is if you don't get that watch time within a year, 365 days, 366 if it's a leap year, it resets. So my channel was going to reset come, I think it was like November 3rd. And then I put out that video. I told my truth. I said, look, this is how I'm feeling. And y'all, that thing just blew up. Like blew up the channel, And at first I was kind of like taken back by all of it. And you see, everywhere you go is still a message. I was kind of taken back by all of that. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was overwhelming for me, because I would have never in my adult years thought that over 50,000 people would see a video of mine. Never. Just because I already been on YouTube. I mean, I've been talking about it. I didn't think anyone cared, but y'all, 50,000 people tuned in. I was like, what the hell? So now this has opened up a whole nother avenue. So this is what I was talking about. Like when one door closes, another one opens, because I am a very creative person anyway. And that's what I like to tap into. And that's why I like the change management space. I'm not saying that I can't do it with payroll, a global payroll, but it's so mundane. You know, once you're stuck, you're stuck. And you would know if anybody out there that's in a payroll space, you know that once you're stuck, you're stuck. Yes, you can move up, but it's like, that's like the trajectory. There's only so many different ways you can go. So now that I'm transitioning, not totally out of payroll, but I'm on the change management side of the implementation space, I love it. I love it. And that's where I talk about like the soft life. And let me just touch on the soft life, because everybody, I'm not going to say everybody, but I'm not talking about like living a luxurious life or anything like that. I'm talking about living a life with intentions. I'm talking about being intentional about everything you do. That career path definitely allows for you to do that because of the type of work that goes in behind the scenes with being a change manager. I put out multiple videos on that. If you want to go check it out, I'll link it down there in the description. But y'all, it's a really good path to go to. Oh my goodness. It's always something. So I don't know what is happening today. Like, I'm trying to just have some time to myself to be able to film this video, but it seems like every time I look around, it's always something happening. Like, this person can't do this person can't do that. Like, I'm taking some time for myself because I have to get this video situated. And I wanted to go out and I wanted to look nice. But what I was going to tell you when I was upstairs was the power of networking. So during this time I have been off YouTube, I have been working behind the scenes because I'm not one of those people that just sit around and do absolutely nothing. Yes, at the time when I put out the video, that's how I felt. This is how I felt. But I mean, there comes a point in your life when you have to snap out of it. You have to snap out of it. At the end of the day, the money is not going to be there. The client will not be there. So I have to make moves. So what I did was I started to reach out to people that I reached out to when I first lost my job back in February. And one of the people got back in touch with me. I was like, yes, yes. And I was asking him, I said, hey, I know you have an implementation coming up in January. I just want to let you know I'm in a change management space now. If you do need a change manager, let me know. And blase. It was a lot to the thing. She said, oh, Joaquina, put some time on my calendar. I had a meeting with her last Monday, and she told me that, you know what, I think that I want you to do a presentation in front of the sales team. I said, in front of the sales team? She's like, yeah, because we're bidding on this new project. And I think that change management will be great because this is a way we can incorporate it into the full package. And y'all, let me tell you something. Let me just pause real quick. This is a nice way to incorporate your business alongside a project that is going on currently. And that's why I love the change management space, because change management can be a standalone or it can be inserted into an already existing project. So we got to talking and she said, yeah, I want you to come to the sales call and I want you to tell them exactly what you told me. I said, oh, okay, I have no problem with that. She said, do you have any slides that you can prepare for the conversation? I said, yeah, I already have it. And that's another thing. You always want to have what you need already ready to go. So I sent her over the copy of the slides and she was like, oh, this is great. And then I started to have more questions. So I started to email her back and forth after I sent the slide. I said, you know what? In addition to these slides, I think for that call in particular, I think we need to tell them also what are the triggers, what are the identifiers for whether or not when they're on the calls with these clients that they will know, let me offer change management, how to speak to it. So that's what I have to complete by Thursday, because I'm meeting back with her on Thursday to review the final copy in order for us to go into the meeting on Friday, this Friday coming up. So I thought that was awesome. Like, I was like, yes. I love things like that. I love making connections and I love opportunities. Did something come out of it? No. Can something come out of it? Absolutely. Because we want to be positive. We want to be positive in this season. But that's what I have so far in the works, and I'm confident that something's going to come through, because I know one thing: I did not come this far to be left behind. That's just the attitude that I'm adopting going forward. Yes, there might be some roadblocks right now, but it will not last forever. It won't. It won't. And you have to really believe that it will not last forever. Things will come out of it. I know that's a lot. That's a lot to take in. But I do want y'all to know, and I really do want to check in with y'all about what is happening with me. Because I know I've been releasing a lot of shorts, but I haven't came back and did an official update because, y'all, it's time. It's time. It takes time to put together a video, to edit a video, and all of that. But I still have so many meetings today. Oh my gosh. This seems like a never-ending day for me.
This is just a quick table in case you can look back on, but if you're on the time card, you can hover over any one of these symbols and it will tell you exactly what it's doing anyway. So either way, is another thing. If you're ever anywhere and you want to go back to your landing page here, just click this house right here.
We should just call it a SME. So we do have a best of what breed. Okay, so we have okay, so who's working with him? Are we gonna meet this Bob guy? I'm looking at this now, and you see how it says like telephone, fax, email, and stuff? Is it this email? Because this email keeps repeating itself. Look, right here.